soon as you go on here. Good evening and welcome to this regularly scheduled meeting of the Hartford City Plan Commission. I'd like to call the meeting to order. And for the second on the agenda will be the minutes for the November 11th meeting.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Dave to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Brian as a second. Any questions, comments, additions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. At this time, we allow for any appearances. In front of the Planning Commission. You have 3 minutes. Please come up to the podium, state your name, your address, and you have the 3 minutes to say what you'd like to say. Go ahead, sir.
My name is Nathan Jodkevich. My address is 1671 Kelly Jean Court in Hubertus, actually. But I'm here to speak for A&N Contracting about the Partridge Hollow expansion. Just stating that we're looking to expand the housing initiative in Washington County and particularly in Hartford, and we're in favor of moving forward with Partridge Hollow Phase 4.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Any other appearances? Please, sir, state your name and your address, and you have 3 minutes.
Hi, I'm William Gentle. I represent HomePath Financial and Stepping Stone Homes out of Brookfield. We are here just to do a replat, revised plat of our subdivision on Harvest Creek, and we're just looking to change some of the duplexes into single family. It's a more demand product, and we are in favor of this replat.
Okay. Thank you very much. Any other appearances?
No, you can wait. Public hearing. You wait till the public hearing. Yeah. She's public hearing.
Thank you. We have that coming up, so,
You're okay. That's fine.
yep, you will have your time. Any other appearances? Last call for appearances. Okay, at this point, I would like to open the hearing, the public hearing for a conditional use permit to allow a tattoo parlor at 11 North Main Street. This actually open of the hearing, and could we get a reading of the public notice, please?
Notice of public hearing, City of Hartford Plan Commission. Please take notice that a public hearing will be held at 5:30 p.m. or thereafter on December 9th, 2024 in the Common Council Chambers at the lower level of City Hall, 109 North Main Street by the City of Hartford Plan Commission to consider the following. A request for a conditional use has been filed by Honeybee Tattoo Company, LLC, to allow a tattoo parlor at the property located at 11 North Main Street, tax key number 36-2001-005-001, Zone B3, General Business. Section 13.0404 of the Municipal Code states that following public hearing and careful consideration, the Plan Commission may grant the conditional use permit as applied for, grant the conditional use permit with conditions deemed appropriate, or deny the permit. A copy of the proposed ordinance can be viewed at the Planning and Zoning Department, 262-673-8272, by appointment at 109 North Main Street, Monday through Friday, between the hours of 7:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. The purpose of said hearing is to hear the persons who wish to express their opinion for or against the granting of this conditional use permit. Dated the 22nd day of November, 2024, Shanna Kreilkamp, City Clerk, City of Hartford, published in the Daily News, November 22nd, 2024, and November 30th, 2024, and 21 notices were sent out.
Thank you, Jacob. At this time, we would move on to the executive summary.
All right, so let me pull up you got the slide here. So 11 North Main Street, it's a pre-existing structure. It's right here on the corner of Main Street, North Main Street, South Main Street, and State Highway 60 or Sumner Street. What they're proposing to do is a tattoo parlor, again in B3. There is no specific statement for a tattoo parlor. It falls in line with more of the service industry, such as salon type of business or a barber shop. Or a nail shop, which is what this business will also be located below, or is located below a nail shop. So because it's not listed in the B3, but our zoning code does allow for similar uses and character to be permitted in the B3 via conditional use permit. Tattoo parlors are heavily licensed under the Wisconsin Administrative Code SPS 221, which regulates tattooing and body piercing throughout licensure and both practitioners and establishment. They have attached their business plan of operation. Given this, planning staff has reviewed it and given the state's requirements and their licensures for both not only the facility but also the practitioners, we believe that we recommend approval of the conditional use permit for a tattoo studio in the City of Hartford's B3 General Zoning District at 11 North Main Street, pin 36-2001-005-001, with the following conditions: compliance with SPS 221. The establishment shall run by their plan of business operation. Hours of operation, which is Sunday through Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Amending the business hours shall require Planning Commission approval through the conditional use permit process, and any interior renovations shall require City of Hartford building inspectors to verify if any permitting should be required for their renovations.
Thank you, Jacob. At this time, we would ask for appearances in favor of the conditional use permit for a tattoo parlor. Please state your name and your address, please.
My name is Brianna Becker. I am the owner of Honeybee Tattoo Company. My address is North 4316, Richglow Lane in Iron Ridge. Thank you for taking the time to hear about my conditional use permit. I'm very excited to be a part of Hartford's small business communities. I plan on following the plan of business operations I've submitted along with public health and safety regulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other appearances in favor of? Second call in favor. Final call in favor of. Moving on then, appearances in opposition of the conditional use permit for a tattoo parlor at 11 North Main Street. Any appearances in opposition? Second call. Final call for any appearances opposition. At this time, I'd like to close the hearing, and we will open it up to discussion by the Planning Commission. Any discussion as it relates to the conditional use permit for the tattoo parlor? I thought I heard, was there a question earlier about? Not from anyone? Okay.
No, they meet all the criteria. I
Yep.
think it's
Is this upstairs to the?
It's downstairs to the nail salon,
Downstairs.
correct? Yes.
Okay, all right.
So the nail salon will still
Correct.
be existing?
Correct.
This is just an
It'll still be in
addition to?
business, yep.
Okay.
One question. What about any sort of exterior signage? No?
Any signage that they would put up would have to go in front of the Plan Commission again because it's in the bid, the business improvement district. So they would have to come here, even if it's a window sign.
I'll make a motion to approve.
A motion by Ralph has been made to approve the conditional use permit,
I'll second.
and a second by Dave. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Then moving on to number 4, the discussion and consideration of the reapplication for the preliminary plat of Partridge Hollow subdivision. And again, let's just understand that we're just discussing and considering this. There is
Yep.
no
There is
formal action
approval.
being.
There is a formal action. taken,
Formal
yep.
action needed?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
there is formal action that will be needed.
Yep.
Thank you, Jacob.
Recommendation to the Common Council.
Okay.
Okay, so Partridge Hollow Phase 4, the Partridge Hollow original preliminary plat was approved in around 2002. It eventually went through phases. Unfortunately, our ordinance has a period of, after 24 months, if a new phase is not approved, the preliminary plat must then be reapplied through the Plan Commission and the Common Council to be reapproved. And seeing how it's been since, I believe, 2005, when the last Phase 3 was approved, which is well over 24 months ago, this is required to go in front of you. Nothing has changed. The lots haven't changed. It's still the same number of lots, so the density really hasn't changed on this. It's at 1.76. dwelling units per acre on this one. The lot sizes average around 12,706 square feet, with the minimum being 8,002 feet and the maximum being 24,067 square feet. And this is what the Phase 4 plat looks like. The water detention, or the stormwater detention pond there is part of, there's discussion about that. It's a pre-existing pond, so there's some back and forth about the application of the prior stormwater code to this, but there has been no issues. We're just moving this forward to the Common Council. So we're looking for a recommendation to approve to the Common Council the Partridge Hollow Phase 4 plat, preliminary plat.
Okay, thank you, Jacob.
Oh.
Any discussion? Dave?
Yeah, just want to say, I live up in Sky Park subdivision, and Nate and Tony built the 7 homes in the center there, the next generation homes. And I'll tell you, Nate, I didn't believe you guys were going to get 7 in there, but you did it. They did a masterful job. They look fantastic, and I'm in favor of approving this. So.
Thank you, Dave. Anyone else?
Make a motion to approve.
Then, okay, I have a motion by Dave to approve the amendment, what was?
Reapplication.
Reapplication, thank you, thank you.
Second.
Second by Scott. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, and I got to get back to my agenda here, moving on.
Next.
Where are we at here? Number 5, discussion and consideration, thank you. Just get it right to the page here. There we go. Number 5, discussion and consideration of an amendment first to the preliminary plat of the Harvest Creek subdivision. Jacob.
All right, Harvest Creek subdivision, this actually came in front of us earlier this year for approval. Again, they're amending it. The major thing here, well, first to kind of give you a point of where it's at, it's along County Trunk Highway K. The structure to the north of it is the Town Hall of Hartford. We annexed this land in as well last year, or within 2024, and it's just north of the Autumn Ridge subdivision. So this is the prior version of the plat that was approved this year. The big thing is that westerly cul-de-sac, in the prior version, it's the fee simple duplex homes where they share a common wall. The new plat, however, they are now single family for this subdivision. So again, when it was the original plat was about 32 single-family townhouses, fee simple, and then 15 single-family detached lots, and then 3 outlots on approximately 17.42 acres. The density of the original preliminary plat was 3.17 dwelling units per acre. The new one is about 3.01 or 3.02 dwelling units per acre, and there's 25 single-family detached lots and 16 single-family attached lots together. So the number of lots has gone down because the density has gone down. But again, this, I believe, is satisfactory. It meets the zoning requirements. This was zoned MXD when it came into the city of Hartford. This still meets the MXD zoning. And when we do the new zoning districts, as we amend our zoning code, we specifically made sure that this parcel would not, with the big issue was always the fee simple attached dwelling units or the townhomes. So they'll still be compliant in the new zoning code. So we're looking forward for a positive recommendation to the preliminary, or the first amendment to the preliminary plat for Harvest Creek.
Thank you, Jacob. Any discussion regarding this amendment, first amendment? Just the fact that it's first amendment kind of,
Yeah.
I mean, first,
No, it should be second.
hopefully not being, but anyway. That's my 2 cents. Go ahead, Dave.
Jacob, what was the, as far as going, from down to the single-family homes, is it just the market?
The market, yes,
Or-
yeah.
Or more so, okay.
And there was concerns that were brought up during the first preliminary plat in front of the Common Council. The engineers are still working it out, but as you can see in the staff notes, we will take on the 30-inch culverts for stormwater. The city will, just because that's large infrastructure that it would be best for the city to take over, but the rest would be on the homeowners association for maintenance. And as part of this, we're also looking to develop a stormwater pond in one of the parks to the west of this subdivision to help handle stormwater flow.
Is there a
Dean.
timeline on this?
I believe we're also working currently on the developers agreement. I believe looking to break ground hopefully in early spring of 2025.
Okay.
Anyone else? Looking then for a motion for positively recommending this, I'm sorry, Scott?
No,
Oh,
motion approved.
Motion by Scott. Motion by Scott, and do I have a second? Second by Ralph. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Number 6, discussion and consideration for the new City of Hartford zoning code, Chapter 52.
All right. Bringing up our consultants group, Tim Schwecke and Craig from Grafe.
The highly anticipated.
And we're not reading it, right? Right, Jacob?
What was that?
We're not reading it, right?
Word for word.
The Jacob.
It's-
Yes, every 286
All
pages.
300
yeah.
pages.
Yeah.
Here we go. Welcome, both of you. Thank you for your appearance. The floor is yours.
Perfect. Craig Hebner with Grafe. You may recall way back in 2023 when this project started, one of my former colleagues, Brianna Fiorillo, was the previous project manager, and she's since moved on. So I've assumed her role as project manager, but with me today is Tim Schwecke of Civitech Consulting, and Tim and Grafe collaborate on a variety of different zoning rewrites, and we're very excited to present to you this draft zoning rewrites. So with these meetings, Tim and I really appreciate more dialogue and back and forth because this is such a huge, obviously, chapter and a lot of content, but you as a plan commission are really the individuals who will be using this firsthand. So what I can do is give you at least a high-level, overview, and Tim can provide any other insight as well. But otherwise, we would welcome, Mr. Chairman, if there are any first upfront questions that we can address as well, if that would be the desire of the Plan Commission. So I'll maybe just pause first and ask you anything upfront.
When was the last time that this was done? Do we know?
The question was, when was the last time that this was actually done? As far as a comprehensive rewrite, I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
I can't tell you. I know we have ordinances that often reflect the original zoning code, which was adopted in 1940. I don't think there have been that many major changes to it since the 1940s. It has expanded, but it's not, I don't think we have completely done a rewrite. It's just been a mishmash of needed pieces to the zoning code.
Yeah. Okay. Dean, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Jake, does this meet all of your requirements?
Yes, it does. It meets all my requirements.
Good. We have a motion by Dean to approve. Any other discussion?
We didn't need any action on it.
Yeah, we need action on it because in order to do the public hearing, we need action on it. So we had to change the original agenda item to discussion and,
Consideration?
Yeah, discussion and consideration for this, just so that this can get approved, so we can put it on the January 14th.
It just wasn't wrote
Plan
up
Commission.
that way. It said presentation. It didn't say
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
about discussion.
I forgot to change that page once Tim pointed out that my error, so,
All right, well, okay.
Yeah.
Take them out to the woodshed.
We'll allow you that one. So we have a motion?
A second.
Second by Dave. Any other discussion, comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, gentlemen. Short and sweet. That's the way we like it. And number 7, we have on the agenda is adjournment. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion by Ralph,
I'll second.
second by Brian. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. This meeting is adjourned.